the bow, get the bow.
Woo, we
Here we
got it.
go. Welcome to this episode, everybody, of Spicy and Dicey. For anybody out there who watches it, I know some people do, apparently, because we got some views on our stuff, so I guess somebody out there watches it. So I appreciate that. We're going to start the episode in about 3, 2, 1, and we will be right back, everybody. Turn off your little screens. We'll be back.
Footsteps cracking through the pine, moonlight tangled in the vines. We were scared but not alone. Four small flames and one hard bone. Shadows crawl across the ground. Something hungry makes no sound, but I see your eyes like steel, and I know this dream is real. Take my hands, don't let go. We move like one, we move like snow. Through the dark, through the cold, hearts together, brave and bold. We'll save the day, we'll save the day. Friendship powers through the dark and lights the way. We'll save the day, we'll save the day. When the forest starts to fall, we stand, we stay.
Last time on Spicy and Dicey.
The team at the Roost had found a button that they had pressed multiple times, leading them to meet Ringer, an acquaintance of Twyla's and Lennox's who was fond of Lunia, and showed them a way through the woods connected to the lights that were glowing in the darkness. This was radiant magic that Quetzal discovered, set up by Lennox, and Twyla sent Ringer back to the camp as Zoroff cut his way through the trees to the other side, where the Wendigo seemingly was waiting for them by the portal, summoning necrotic magic to heal himself. He sent hounds after the team, and Twyla, after gathering up her courage thanks to August, sprang into action, flew over the radiant magic, and into battle against the Wendigo. As he summoned more demon hounds to attack them, they sprinted towards the team as they used their powers all together to take down the shadowy demon hounds. In battle, it seemed that they were able to overpower the hounds and the Wendigo, all together using their various skills. Lunia disposed of the necrotic portal, so the Wendigo could not heal anymore. Twyla used arrows from above to entangle them all down below, trapping some of the hounds and the Wendigo itself. The rest of the team attacked. However, Picklejuice noticed blood on Zoroff's arm, leading to what seemed to be red fur underneath the white. However, Twyla then shot a poisonous arrow through the Wendigo, causing it to be badly damaged and try to beg for its life. However, the team did not want any part of it, and Picklejuice got the killing blow against the Wendigo. However, afterwards, Zoroff got mad at Hookjaw, who insulted Lunia, and Picklejuice brought him back to life, unsnapping his neck. Nearby, Twyla noticed a shrine, a hidden temple for the goddess Artemis, a Greek goddess who told her to find her bow and arrow hidden in the woods nearby. Now, what will happen this week on?
What will happen this week, indeed? Now, let me pull up the map, everybody. I will open it up for you guys. Ba-ba-ba-ba. The screen should be displayed for you all. So, very good work, everyone. Last time, as you guys defeated the Wendigo and took down the beast, of course, that had murdered the king. Well, kind of. It was more Mage Hookjaw who murdered the king by summoning the Wendigo, who basically didn't know what it was doing, just attacked, wanted power, felt the source of where it came from, ran back to it seeking energy, and of course to do more damage to the area around it, as it would, summoning creatures, blah 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 blah. But you guys worked together, of course, to take down the Wendigo, so it seems, as he dissipated into darkness and smoke into, well, the darkness all around you of the forest. However, the radiant magic still zoom, 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 going back and forth behind us from the trees to one another. But Zoroff, as you guys all know, blasted his way, not blasted, but bashed his way through the trees to get to the other side. So you guys do have a way out of this little area. But Twyla, we're going to go to you. Obviously, as the team was over by Mage Hookjaw's body, unconscious now, on the ground, but alive, and the team was surrounding his little body, discussing what to do next. But Twyla, as you know, you left down to the nearby shrine and had a conversation with Artemis. Artemis said that Lennox indeed used to come to this shrine himself, pray to her once in a while. She did like Lennox, but didn't really know him, but knew that he was a patron. Maybe implied to you that this is why she was here next to this portal. Maybe at one point she was left here to guard this area, or the portal was there to perhaps find what was hers. Made unclear to you, Twyla, but you know more than anything, I guess, of what you learned, was that there is a bow and arrow about half a mile up north. So basically, the way that Zoroff blasted through, you guys have to continue going up through that way. You guys came the direction of those radiant lights, but if you go up the way that Zoroff bashed in through, that is up north. It's about half a mile that you would need to travel, but it is up to you, Lunia, Twyla, if this is what you want to do. So the rest of the team is talking behind you. You see them. Basically what happened is Pickle Juice, you are saving Hookjaw here at this moment in time as Twyla turns around and heads back to the group. You just see that Quatzal goes, his neck snapped! As you're like giving him CPR and trying to give him
as Twyla gets back to the group, she's going to kind of walk over there and see Hookjaw, and she's just going to kind of like, oh, okay, like, what's going on here? But then she's going to kind of get, like, almost, like, distracting, and she's like, hey, guys, so the goddess Artemis told me that there's, like, a really, really cool bow in the forest just, like, half a mile up north, so I'll be, like, right back.
You talked to a god?
Yeah.
Zoroff looks at you, too, like, what?
I want to see.
What? Wait. Yeah, what are you talking about? You gonna just go off into the woods?
You
I
can't
mean,
go
if
alone.
you want to come with.
Well, of course we're gonna come with.
Really?
Well, yeah, I mean, so we just gotta go. Should we go now? Should we wait? Do we need to be healed? Like, how far is this bow?
Zoroff looks at his
She
arm.
said it was about half a mile north, so.
Well, that's not far.
I might need some healing. Zoroff kind of shows off that he has the wound on his arm still that you healed earlier. It's not perfect yet. I was wondering if you could finish up.
Oh yeah, here, let me heal you real fast. Cure wounds.
But
I'm going.
Cure wounds?
But I'm gonna like eye his little area. I'm not gonna say anything right now, but you can just see that I clocked something.
Because last time you looked at okay. So you were looking at his area since last time you noticed the weirdness in his fur. As you look at the area, you just see that the wound and the area around it heals, but what you see is just the white fur seemingly kind of come back. It just seems to be a darker patch of it as everything seems to be restored. The blood kind of soaks in. As you heal him, it just seems to now be a small bald patch. Like, obviously the wound was hit, the fur was torn out. So unfortunately around it, it just seems to be white fur. But now there's a bald spot there where the wound was. Pickle Juice.
Can I roll something to like...
What would you like to roll?
Maybe an investigation to see like if there's any other clues.
All right, sure. Oh, you rolled a nat one. So unfortunately, no. You just see a bald spot as Zoroff's wound heals Pickle Juice. Unfortunately,
I tried.
But you did heal him, so you gave him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. You healed. He's healed. He's healed. No more healing. Good job.
Okay.
So Pickle Juice, you healed up. Zoroff, he needs healing. Does anybody else need healing? Quetzal, Lunia, August, anybody else?
Yeah,
Twilight, you need healing.
Some healing.
Okay. Let me help.
Okay, so
I mean, because I can do like cure wounds, just touch.
no, you do have to cast Cure Wounds. It is a spell you have to cast, so you have one more spell slot left to first level.
Okay, what else do I have? I thought I had something
You have
where
one
I
more
can
at second
touch.
level, so if you want to give Quetzal a good Cure Wounds, you can do...
Do you need a lot?
Whatever you can give me.
Okay.
Here, give him... You want to give him that one? Or what
Yeah,
you
we'll
gonna
do
give him?
the second one.
Alright, so Pickle Juice, you're out of spell slots.
Fuck.
So, Quetzal, you can take
Ooh.
17 hit points of healing, yeah.
Hope that helps.
Nice. Back to full. Thank you, Pickle Juice.
Okay, perfect.
However, Pickle Juice, you have no more spell slots. You have one first level spell slot. One first level spell slot.
Okay.
So just remember that. All right. So as you guys head there, Twyla, did you want to start leading the group upwards, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, she's gonna start walking off in the direction where the bow is, and then she just kind of has this very like focused look on her face, so she's just like excited and just kind of
All right. So like you're like
Quatzal's just
jumping
gonna
off like.
yeah, she's just kind of
Quash just going to linger behind a little bit, but he'll still remain in. He'll still make sure that the group is visible in his line of sight.
All right. August, do you want to follow after Twyla in the group, or do you want to stay behind, linger behind as well, or what do you want to do, August?
August wants to actually. So is anyone staying? Like, are we splitting up, or is everyone going?
It seems like your whole group is going. It just seems that Quatzal's just lingering a little bit more behind at the moment. But the rest of the team, Pickle Juice and Lunia, are you guys going to follow after Twyla, or what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow, but I'm gonna be closer to Quetzal.
All right, so Lunia and Pickle Juice seem to be following, going a little bit more up. What did you say? You're going to linger? What'd you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna be closer to Quetzal, towards the back of the group.
Oh, okay. So Quatzal, you notice that Pickle Juice is actually going to stay a little closer to you, but Lunia's following Twyla. I'm going to say Zoroff is following Twyla as well. So what do you want to do, August?
I will also follow Twyla.
Okay, so it seems that all of the main group move forward. Pickle Juice and Quetzal, you kind of are a little bit more back here. Zoroff picks up Hookjaw on his shoulder again, follows after. Lunia follows after. August follows after. You guys kind of lead the party as you head back up a way out of this little wooded area where the portal was. I'm going to say, Twyla, you lead them up here. You can watch on the little screen. You guys all kind of go to the entryway here, where Zoroff kind of busted his way through. Quetzal, you seem to linger behind. Pickle Juice kind of seems to stay with you. I'm going to let Pickle Juice, let's ask Quetzal what he's going to do. Quetzal, what would you like to do?
Well, first he's going to take out his spell book. It opens up gracefully in his hand, and then he'll use his arcane recovery. Think like the action animation in Baldur's Gate 3 when you recover spell slots. So he'll
Okay.
use that action. Arcane recovery. Oh, that is nice. Then he will look over where the Wendigo, the corpse of the Wendigo and all that's left. He will try to see if he can siphon some of that necrotic magic into his spellbook, because he couldn't find a spellbook for some bloody reason. So instead, he'll try to channel it into his book.
If you
Nice.
want to, I'm going to give me an Arcana. I'm
Okay.
going to give me an Arcana
Arcana.
save, actually. Arcana save here. Yeah, as you try to, like, you want to.
So roll Arcana, but treat it like a save.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I want to see if this.
So just roll
going to
Arcana.
hurt you.
Okay, come on, please. Give me something good. Ooh,
An 11.
16
okay.
total.
Okay, that's fine. You obviously beat a 15. So as you kind of reach towards this magic, you're curious. Once again, if you can, by using this spell book that you know is a very magical artifact, a magical spell book, it can definitely interact with magic. You learn a lot from this book. It is your source of, once again, knowledge and learning. And you are wondering, can you siphon this necrotic magic? And indeed, as you aim your claw, Pickle Juice, you watch him. It looks dangerous, Pickle Juice. I don't know what you're feeling about this.
Definitely watching, but like my eyes are really big.
And so, as you watch him, the kind of black smoke smoldering off of the Wendigo's skull left on the ground, it kind of then begins to suck towards and move towards your outstretched claws on your slithery or scaly hand, and it seems to go into your body as you seem to absorb it. However, you did just get healed, but I do want you to take, even though you rolled fine, I do want you to take 2 points of damage, just 2. 2 points of damage as you feel the necrotic black smoke just kind of go into your body. It kind of goes into your arm, and you see it like shiver as your veins inside of you just kind of start to glow and then go back down. And it seems that you've basically been able to absorb this necrotic energy. It hurt, but you feel that now you have the power moving forward to maybe dabble in necrotic magic. You now can know that your body can harness it. That's for sure. Now, moving forward, can you learn to wield it? We shall see.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, you have to learn those spells from somewhere. You can't just wield necrotic magic, Billy. Not this time. However, you do now have the ability. I will give you the ability to learn spells that are necrotic-based magic. We'll discuss moving forward. But yeah, you were able to summon some of this energy. Pickle Juice, you watch as he does this to the body. What would you like to do?
Pickle Juice is like staring intently. Whoa, Quetzal, are you okay? Like, you all good?
Hey! He clutches his chest and then leans back up on his staff. Oh, that took out. It really hits you in the wind. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, good, because I'm not gonna lie, it was a little scary, but you're getting really good at that. Like, you're becoming quite the wizard.
Well, thank you, Pickle Juice. Well, and he looks to the group, especially Zoroff carrying Hookjaw. It's like, then he looks back to Pickle Juice. Well, I better be, because it looks like I'm up for an unexpected promotion.
I know, and are you okay? I know, like, he was your mentor and everything, and Hookjaw did all of this, but are you okay?
I'm disappointed at his stupidity, but in the end, we took care of the problem, and there were some opportunities that came our way. So, I can't complain.
It always happens like we don't picture it, but we are handling it quite well. I'm quite impressed with ourselves outside of the castle, because, you know, I've been there for so long, like, it feels good being out here as one of the fighters, right?
Oh yes, it's nice. It's nice to get some field experience instead of being cooped up in the laboratories. Although we will be having to go back to the castle, and it's the political atmosphere I'm not too keen about after all of this has been exposed, if you get what I mean, Pickle Juice. Be on your guard when we get back to the city.
It's about to hit the fan. But we got it.
That is an understatement. That is an understatement. So shall we return with the group?
Yeah, let's go.
As you guys return to the group, and you guys both, Pickle Juice, you walk close by to your friend Quetzal. You slither up Quetzal, and you see little Pickle Juice is trying to keep up with you for a little second, and so I don't know if you go a little slower for her, but she tries to catch up.
Yeah, he'll just pick up Pickle Juice and essentially let him hold on to her hold on to his back as he carries her along.
Whee!
She's small enough; he can carry her.
Okay, so Pickle Juice, he once again picks you up, puts you on your shoulder. I love this little friendship, Pickle Juice and Quetzal, as the snake carries the mouse opposed to eating it.
We're out on the field, having a good old time.
And so, as you pass the smoldering skull on the ground, Pickle Juice, you're like, I'm having a good old time. There's like the smoldering deer skull just on the ground behind you guys as you go off. But Quetzal, here, before we move on to you, August, give me a memory or a history check here. Just a history check.
Okay. History. See what we got. Oh, that's nice. 24.
24. Great. And Pickle Juice, I can actually, because he rolled so high, I'm going to mix this memory into what you would have as well. I'm going to actually just combine this memory. So let's say that Quetzal, you almost like muse this memory or just remember it with Pickle Juice as you guys are going together. But let's cut back to a little flashback here if you guys don't mind. As Pickle Juice and Quetzal, this is both one of your first days meeting each other. We see a younger Quetzal and a very much younger Pickle Juice. You're a very small Pickle Juice. At this moment, probably only a foot tall opposed to 2. But Pickle Juice, you are very small compared to Quetzal. However, Mage Hookjaw brings you both into a room. Mage Hookjaw's beard is slightly smaller as well, not as long. He looks at both of you. Now, the king has requested that both of you work together. Do you understand? A wizard needs a cleric, just like a fork needs a spoon. Working together will be very important moving forward. Now, can I trust, Quetzal, that you will give young Pickle Juice here your utmost respect?
Look at Pickle Juice. Fine. Just try to
You.
keep up.
You.
As long as you don't eat me.
Quetzal will just roll his eyes. I already ate earlier.
This is not a laughing matter. You two. You have to work together and get along. You'll be inside of this castle all the time together. I don't see you guys going out anywhere, so you must be friends. Do you understand?
Oh, good. Oh, goody.
Hey.
Look. Trust me, in time, it will be important. A young mage like yourself, Quetzal, you're from the farm country. You need to learn to work with others, no matter how brilliant of a wizard you are. Do you understand?
Yes, Professor Hookjaw, I understand.
And you, little mouse, you are from the sea. You know nothing of this world. He can teach you a lot.
This is true.
Now, get to work! Post haste! You guys both watch as Mage Hookjaw leaves you both in a room. Pickle Juice and Quetzal, this is the first time that you guys basically have met and are now working together. Pickle Juice, you basically see that in this lab that you and Quetzal are in, there's a variety of potions and different things. Quetzal, you look down as this curious, tiny little mouse girl gets up on the table. Pickle Juice, what is the first thing you do as you look to Quetzal? This is the last thing of this memory. What do you do?
I'm going to look up at Quetzal and stick out my hand. You shake on it, you don't need me, and we'll be a great team.
Quetzal just gives her a raised eyebrow, then he takes out his wand and then just puts it in, just puts the tip into her hands like, very well.
Okay.
So you remember the end of this memory is Pickle Juice, you grabbing the tip. I don't want to say this, it sounds weird. You grab the tip of his wand. Billy didn't even mean to do that.
Of course you say that, Jay.
So it's a sweet moment, guys. It's a sweet moment. You grab the tip of his wand and you shake it.
It's because he's repulsed to touch my paw, isn't he?
And so as you cut back to reality, you both now have that same memory of now meeting each other and how long and what a difference it's now been as you are outside of the castle walls working together as friends, and Mage Hookjaw is now the one, unfortunately, you work together to take down to bring back to the castle. It's a very strange sensation I'm assuming you guys are both feeling. But you head back to the group, you gather with them, of course, and now we shall cut to August. You notice that Quetzal and Pickle Juice are catching up from behind, and August, you're walking with Zoroff, who seems to be carrying Hookjaw on his shoulder still, and Lunia. You're not too far away as well, as you and August and all of you guys are walking through the forest. August, is there anything you want to do? As you're kind of just walking through the wilderness, you have Lunia to one side of you, and Zoroff to the other, and Twyla's a little bit ahead of you. You're walking through the dark wilderness. You just took down Mage Hookjaw, and you were just told that the kingdom's going to go crazy when you get back. So, anything you want to do? Just curious.
So August is just going to kind of look to the rest of the group, and so first he looks at Mage Hookjaw, and then he looks to the group, and he's just kind of contemplating what Mage Hookjaw said before he got knocked unconscious, and he looks to the rest of the group and he says, "The things that Mage Hookjaw said about the people, how they'll take the king's death. You don't think that's something we need to worry about right now, do you?
I mean, honestly, probably.
I mean, you don't think that it's out right now, right?
I mean, who knows who have said anything or how fast news travels, but it's been like, what, 2 days?
As
So,
can Twyla hear them talking about this?
Yeah,
'Cause
you
they're
guys can all hear
okay.
this. I think August said this about. So Lunia can hear this, Quetzal can hear this, Zoroff can hear this.
Because
Twyla can hear this.
as August here says, like, if this information gets out, Twyla just starts thinking. She's like, "Oh, I did accidentally tell that shopkeeper. Was I not supposed to say that?"
oh my god,
Quatsa will look
really?
at
I
Quatsa
think
will
it's
look at
definitely
Twyla.
out.
Quatsa will look at Twyla and just, no, you shouldn't have, you buffoon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We were supposed to be
Well,
a little
everyone, I
yell
think
about it.
it's safe to say as soon as we get back to the castle, shit is really going to get real.
She did seem very concerned, which, I mean, fair. The king is dead, so.
But if the information gets out, the kingdom will be the people will be in a ruckus.
Yes, because large groups of people tend to be stupid.
Zoroff is gonna kind of speak up, and he's gonna go like, "Trust me. There's always political unrest here. Always problems." He looks to Lunia. "When we get back, Moth Girl, if I were you, I would tell the Queen Bee. I'm assuming she's still in charge. Where you're from."
I believe she's in charge.
"Well, when you get back there, I would tell her immediately about what happened. It's probably gonna hit you guys the worst. Last time I was in Beast Island," he puts down Hookjaw for a second. And Zoroff looks to you, Lunia. "Last time I was in Beast Island, the insect folk, they suffered terribly during the last revolution. Them and my folk, probably the most that perished. Just remember that." He picks up Hookjaw again. Lunia.
Well, also
Puts-
remember that we're warriors.
"That's what we thought when we aligned with you back then. We were still wiped out by..." He looks over to Quetzal. "Unfortunately, a lot of the snake folk, they're fierce warriors." Lunia, I want you now, Jade, if you don't mind. Can you give me a history roll here, please?
Let's see here.
History. Where did you go, Jade? You were on camera before. I miss you.
Oh, I just realized
Oh.
I'm not on camera.
However, I'll still give you, if you want to roll one more time with advantage, because this is something that you would actually know. So I'm just kind of giving you advantage here because your character should know this. So you can roll one more time with advantage. I know that wasn't a great history check. Oh no, not another great history check. Okay, a 12. I can give you this with a 12. With a 12, Lunia, you remember a faint story from your past, from, bless you, when the Queen Bee was speaking once to all of you. And you remember that there is a special day that the bug people down in Bell Bottom, where you're from, the insect folk, they do another tradition basically every year around what we would call like a 4th of July. They do, it's a kind of a remembrance day of all the insect folk that fought and died
Veterans
during the
Day.
Battle of the Veterans Day, basically. Yes, perfect.
That's
like
better.
it's basically like a Memorial Day or whatever, and Veterans Day, like, yeah,
Yes.
and stuff. Yeah, appropriate. So as you remember this, if you have this memory of being a young moth folk, your wings kind of coming in and they're like flapping for the first couple times, and you remember the fireworks going off in the sky, and this was dedicated to what Zoroff just mentioned, all the insect and the folk that died during the battle versus the Leviathan, when they aligned themselves with the lion folk and went into battle there at the harbors. So, as you remember this and have this flashback memory yourself to all those beautiful fireworks, I want you to once again think, Lunia, like, oh no, I mean, that's true. But you're right. They are warriors. You are correct. You have this memory of. That's why you think that they celebrate them today. They still release fireworks for them, and it's a whole day dedicated to it. But August is correct. Once you get back, who knows what it's going to be like. So, Lunio, anything you would like to do as you're walking with the group to this new area, which I'm going to pull up in a second? Anything? I know right now you're just kind of walking with the group, but you have that book on you. Remember that?
Yeah,
And
I was literally that was what I was gonna do is pull it out and start trying to like I'm just gonna open to a random page and start trying to look through it.
all right. So as you look
Kind
through
of, like,
it for a
secretively.
second, and you're you're just you're holding that book that you took, and as you're walking with the group, you start immediately as you're walking. Let's say you start flipping through it, and you're looking at the book, and you're looking at the stars, and as you do that, can you give me one more roll when it comes to wisdom, as you're looking at the book, and you don't know the writing. Remember, it's another language. You don't know what it is, but
A wisdom
as
check?
you kind of are trying, a wisdom check, yes.
Oh wait, I put saving throw. Sorry.
It's okay. You can do a check. Not a good saving throw, so that's okay. You would have fucked. Okay, 13. 13. 13's okay. So with the 13, you're looking at the writing, and once again, you can't make it out. But as you look at the writing in the book, you're looking at the stars also above you that you can now see through the fog that is dispersing in the forest. And even though the trees keep going up and up, you've managed to be walking through a small clearing, and you notice that the stars seem to match a little bit of the symbols on the page. As in the symbols that you're seeing, the writing you're seeing, it looks almost the same as the patterns in the stars, which only leads you to one conclusion, Lunia. This book is written in Celestial. It is written in the language of people from other worlds and the gods. You know this because this language is known about in the insect folk world. They do speak of the celestial beings and the people, once again, as you know, connected to perhaps other worlds. So what you are putting together is that whoever can read this book, you need to find somebody, Lunia, who can speak celestial.
Can I do
Unfortunately,
another
you can't.
like history roll to see if I can like think of somebody that knows it?
Yeah, go for it. Give me a history roll. As you try to remember, as you think, do you know anybody who
Yes.
knows to read?
I got a nat
Oh,
20.
nice. Nat 20. So as you look at this, you're thinking to yourself, who do I know? Who do I know? You know that Queen Bee, she must know somebody. She must, you don't know anybody yourself, but if anybody knows a celestial being that can read this book, it will be your queen, the Queen Bee. Unfortunately, you do not know anybody yourself. You haven't met a celestial, you don't know this, but in your mind, the only two people that you know directly who could read this maybe is Queen Bee and then maybe Lennox. But that's only because he had the book. So you basically have two options. Find Lennox to read this to you, or go back, just like Zoroff suggested, to Queen Bee. But once again, that's up to you, Jade. I'm obviously dropping that as something you can do. You don't have to, but that's what you would surmise during this. But you look up at the stars, Jade, or Lunia, and as you look up at them, once again, you see the sign that looks a lot like what we would know as the Big Dipper. And you see that is exactly almost as the same lettering all over one page. It seems to look like multiple different shapes of the Big Dipper in different directions and in different ways all over one page, seemingly making different sentences. But Lunia, great job. That's very important information. And as you look through
put the book back, and she's gonna like kind of like walk closer to Twyla as we're walking. She's gonna kind of like catch up with Twyla and be like, "Hey Twyla, I think after this we really need to find Lennox."
I agree. He's got a lot of questions I need answered. Or I've got a lot of answers. Sorry.
your mind is just focused.
He needs to answer.
As you like refocus your mind, Lunia, you're like,
She's got the bow in her mind.
You don't don't happen to know Celestial or anything.
I don't believe I do. I do not.
I don't. Let me think about it. I don't.
I just figured out that this book that, or the book I took, it has Celestial in it. So maybe we can find out what Lennox was studying.
Do you think anyone here in the group knows some Celestial?
I'm not sure, but I don't want them to take the book.
I mean, we don't have to tell him about the book. Plus, it's technically my book. He left it in my house, so.
Well, we need to bring it back to him.
So I was going to look back to the rest of the group. Does anyone speak Celestial? Or I guess read it.
Zoroff is like, no. he just says for himself, he's like, no, I don't. Pickle juice?
No, I don't. That's super random, but no.
Unfortunately, no for me. Celestial is a very difficult language to understand. Even the Great Library has very little of it, in every history of it.
And August, I'm assuming you do not as well. Greg, I don't know if you stepped away. But unfortunately, August shakes his head. He does not know either. So unfortunately, your group does not seem to know Celestial Lunia. But you figured out what it is, and you actually did exactly what I was hoping you would do. And you found out what language it is and what you need to go find next. So Lunia, clock in your mind, finding somebody that can speak Celestial. Right now, your only connection is Queen Bee and Lennox. That's all you got. But Twilight,
Sorry, Lunia, we'll find someone.
Well, we need to find somebody, but we also need to find Lennox specifically.
He's going to be kind of hard to find. When he disappears, it's really... He kind of disappears without a trace, really.
Well, we
You
have
know
to
what?
find the trace.
I want you to give me a memory here then. I love this. It's memory episodes. I love flashback episodes. You can tell I love One Piece. So here's one more little flashback. One more flashback for you guys, just for fun. Give me one. Fuck you guys. This is for me. I get to play too. So give me one more history roll, Twyla.
14.
For some memory here. Okay, 14. So as you say, he's hard to find and stuff like that. Let's see if you kind of think of last time he did this to you. Basically what happened last time he took off. This was a couple years ago. So he's been gone for 2. So this was probably when he left you for maybe about a month or 2 and another year before that. Probably your very early years with Lennox, Twyla. I would say compare this to early Batgirl and early Batman, just for your sake, in your mind. This is very early on, that type of relationship, as he's basically, in your memory, what's happening here is that he's telling you to not go with him somewhere. And he looks to you and says, just stay here, Twyla. Just behave yourself, okay? I don't want you getting hurt. Just stay here.
But I want to go.
No, you don't get to go. This is going to be extremely dangerous.
She just kind of puffs up her feathers and goes, I can handle danger.
You can't handle danger, and I know you can't handle the cold. Just forget it. Forget it.
I'll bring an extra cloak.
No. Where I'm going, it's going to be cold. Just stay here, and I'll be back in a couple months. Do you understand?
How cold can it be?
He looks to you and kind of, once again, you can't tell his emotions here, how affectionate he's being. He kind of just brushes one of your feathers on your head, that long kind of ones that stick out here. He kind of looks at it and just brushes it. He's like, cold enough for this to freeze and break.
My feathers could break?
Like glass. It could snap right in half.
You shouldn't go. What if you freeze and break in half?
My fur is tough. I'm a wolf. Look at this. Well, half wolf. He kind of remembers that he's only his mom is not a wolf, but his dad was, so he kind of remembers his lineage for a second. He goes, I'm a half wolf. But we're strong up there. We can handle the cold, Twilight. You need to stay here. I'll be back in a couple months, I promise.
Couple months? What are you gonna go do?
Just It's private, okay? You don't need to know
It's
everything.
private. That's
You
what
don't
you
need to
say
know
literally
everything.
every time. I don't even know what
He
all that
looks to
stuff in
G.
the room does.
He looks at a small Gigi who's just a very, very small little large flying squirrel. She hasn't learned to get big yet. She's still just kind of very tiny. She says, "You have your pet that I got you. Just can't you play with her?"
I always play with Gigi. We have so much fun when you're gone. Being an adventurer, doing whatever adventurers do because I can't come along.
Well, then you stay here and mind your business, and I'll be back, and we'll talk about it when I get back.
She just kind of huffs
I'm
and
out.
sighs and just.
All right? So as you huff, he looks at you and says, "Look, I'll be back. Do you think I want to go someplace that's cold? I don't want to go places that are cold. I'm out." And he kind of puts on his hood and he looks at you. You can see his nice giant large scimitar blade on his back. He says, "Just keep the roost safe. I trust you."
Wait. She's gonna run into the other room and then come back with an extra cloak and then just put it on him.
He's like, "Now I'm going to be too warm." As he puts it on
Well,
his other cloak.
it's a good problem to have when your feathers are freezing off.
He smiles and laughs and he goes, "I don't have feathers." And just closes the door behind him. You are left in the room just by the blazing fireplace and Gigi on the little couch. Alone. Unfortunately, he's left you again. It happens. This time he did come back after a couple months. So maybe now this is why you're having this memory, is this time he didn't come back after a couple months. It's been 2 years. And now you're right back into a story that involves him. Again, this time he's not here to help you with it though. But you did remember one thing from this memory. Wherever he went that time, it was cold. So, I don't know if he went there again. I don't know, but that time you remember that he did go someplace cold. On
Hey,
this
Linnea,
island.
Yeah.
what places are cold around here? Like super cold, like so cold my feathers would literally freeze and break off.
Can she open up the book to a map of
Well, I'll just say
the thing to
you can once
point it
again
out?
give me one more history roll. Give me one more history roll, and just to see if you know, or wisdom.
got
It could be history or wisdom.
11.
Okay, with the history, you got an 11, but let's give me a wisdom, because maybe you're trying to think of your history of I don't know what places that are that cold. So that's your history check. But let's see how you do with wisdom if you
was
know.
pretty good.
All right. Okay. Wisdom is, so that was a history.
19.
Wisdom is a 19. Okay. So yeah, you would know. So as you don't remember anything specifically that cold, like any history knowledge of something getting that cold, you do know though that, well, if you're looking for someplace cold, there's only 2 places. So Lunia, you would know this. That would be one, the Snow Temple, and then the other would be White Peak. White Peak is basically a kingdom up north above the animal kingdom. Um, and you know that that is a very cold place. And then you know the Snow Temple, which the Queen Bee has told you about, which is a temple up north, which is very sacred. So, if there's 2 places that are cold, maybe it's one of those 2 places.
Well, it could be Twyla, the White Peak, or the Snow Temple. Those are both up north.
Where's the snow temple?
I think it's kind of in the opposite direction of where we're at right now.
Let's grab the bow, but I feel like Lennox would probably go to a temple. He likes adventuring and going to weird places, so it sounds very likely he probably would have gone there.
Possibly. But he could also go to the White Peak, too. I feel like that'd definitely be a place where your feathers would freeze off.
Maybe. It's been 2 years since he went there, so I doubt he's there anymore, but maybe we could find a trail or some
Yeah.
clues.
I think we should do that, but I'm not sure. Looking at the map, it looks like we have to go back towards the animal kingdom.
All right, so let's grab this boat and then we'll go on a new adventure.
Okay.
All right, so it looks like you guys have some objective, and you managed to come to a conclusion. Quetzal, August, Pickle Juice, and Zoroff walking behind them. You guys are all hearing this conversation. You're in the vicinity now, within each other's distance, to hear all this. So Quetzal, Pickle Juice, August, Zoroff, when you guys get back to the Animal Kingdom, you can choose to continue with them to find Lennox or not. We'll see what happens when you guys get there. But as you guys then move forward on through the forest, you are getting about, let's say, almost a quarter of the half mile there now, and you are continuing your walk through the woods. So, to keep this episode a little bit shorter tonight, let's take the break here, and when we come back from the break, I'm going to start with you, August, and Quetzal, as you guys get to the other side of where you're going. I have a new map I'm going to bring up. So, let's watch the break. It's a little bit of a longer break with some cool new art and some cool new music for you guys. So enjoy the break, and we will be right back. Great job, Lunia and Twilight. Appreciate you guys. Your interaction there was great. And you get to see this cool art of what our thing would look like if we were a video game opening screen, because we jump on the trends.
Close out, teeth sharp, breathe deep, hit start. Hey! Wake up in a world of fangs and fire, paws in the dust, I can smell the danger, laugh in the face of a loaded night, scars on my back spell stand and fight. I was born with a growl in my chest, every wound is a brand, is a crest. If they circle you, I circle back, my pack, my pride, my attack. I'm an animal warrior, I won't run, furry fury blazing like the sun. If you fall, I'm diving through the storm, I'll take every hit to keep you warm. We're untamed, undefeated, side by side, bite down on the fear, let it slide.
Dang, the team just killed that Wendigo. Badass. I'm so happy they killed it and it's over and now we can focus on other things. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know, man. Wendigos are relentless little shits. Relentless shits. Let's hope we don't come back, you know what I'm talking about? And here, let's play.
Relentless little shits indeed. All right, everybody, welcome back. The new screen should be open. You guys should be able to see the new map. And yeah, so hold on. There we are. The new map should be open, and you guys should be able to access it, of course. As you can see, you guys make it Twyla. You lead them to the other side here. In the woods, you kind of come upon like this boggy, rivery stream that was clearly part of the stream that was going up through the Mushroom Village. This is a continuation of that same kind of stream little area. It's just grown a little bit. It's a lot deeper. The water you guys see before you in that little river is murkier. It's this moss and stuff of growing inside of it, coming out of the water. It's bubbling in certain areas. It might even be like a small hot springs. From what you can see, maybe a little bit of hot springs happening through that bog as some bubbles are popping up and bubbling up through the water. Twyla and the rest of the group, as you guys can see there is a kind of small cabin that's already been set up and made. It looks like it, has like an outhouse maybe connected to the back of it, a small resting little area, kind of little just cabin, a broken wooden door, cracked kind of windows on either side of it, a small campfire with an area around it, as you guys can see, has been set up there as well. Clearly abandoned. That fire isn't going. That's just obviously there because the little sticker thing has a fire on it. But
so
that place
like
has clearly been...
Nobody's living there.
Yes, it's abandoned. It's like, it's clearly something that's been set up here by a traveler in the past, or any traveler that passes by clearly uses this as a rest stop. However, as you guys can also see, there is a bridge, a rickety wooden construction leading to another kind of grassy, swampy bog area on the other side where that star is on the map. Clearly, this is clearly something you guys can all see. There's clearly some type of radiant magic light coming from that area. So you can surmise, or put together, obviously, that this is where the bow probably is. Coming from that area across the bog. However, over there, as you guys can also see and immediately make out, Twyla, as you kind of come up to this area and look across the way, you guys can all see that there's this living and seemingly breathing part of the forest that seems to be like vines all intertwined and kind of a large Groot from Marvel, from Guardians of the Galaxy. Imagine like a large Groot type of figure made out of dirt and vines and weeds, all kind of wrapping around its body as it seems to be looming and somewhat guarding this area. Quetzal, Pickle Juice, August, you guys know what this is, like, and if so do you, Twyla, very much so. It is a earth elemental. This earth elemental is a... What did you think it was, Lunia? What did you think it was?
I said, like, Treebeard.
Kind of like it. Well, I mean, Treebeard is an earth elemental, I guess. I mean, yeah, kind of. He is kind of like an earth elemental. But yeah, you love Lord of the Rings, dude. I love it. But my goodness. Yeah, it's kind of like Treebeard, to be honest with you. As it's kind of breathing and is part of the woods. You guys all see that this plant celestial being... Not celestial, sorry. This plant guardian elemental being. If only he was a celestial. But he is kind of just there breathing on the other end. So Twyla, I'm going to let you first... yeah.
Oh yeah, no. So Twyla's gonna just kind of like cautiously walk across the bridge until she gets in front of this part, and she's going to look at the Earth Elemental and try and like get his attention. And go, hey, Mr. Earth Elemental, Artemis sent me here. I don't mean you any harm. I'm just looking for something. I hope you can help me find it.
All right, give me a persuasion roll. As the rest of the group, you guys all watch as Twyla kind of just makes her way up this rickety bridge and over to the other area. I'll let you guys all interject in a second. What'd you get? What was it? Sorry, I didn't
19.
See that roll. A 19. Very well done. So the Earth Elemental kind of leans its head down, and kind of lumbers out of. He kind of, you see as it detaches itself from the foliage and the wilderness behind it, and it kind of moves forward on the other side. Yeah, you can see Twyla as you get close. There's a lot of vines that are just wrapped around the entryway, kind of blocking you. But he kind of makes his way forward, comes in to right there, and he goes,
Hello? Hello there? Did somebody say something? It's been such a long time. Hello? What is your name?
Hey, I'm Twyla.
Twyla? Do I know a Twyla?
he kind of thinks for a moment.
No, I think this is the first time we've met, but I was sent here by Artemis. She's told me to come here.
Oh, yes, the goddess herself. She told you to come here, she did.
She said there was like a really cool bow over here that I could have.
He looks across the way to see all your friends, the rest of the team.
Are they here because Artemis sent them too, or do I need to rip them apart?
No ripping apart. They're here just to support me.
Oh, interesting.
They're
Well,
my friend.
I can't let you come past here, even though Artemis sent you, unless you do 2 things for me.
I just had a flashback
What's that?
to Holy Grail.
He looks over to the group.
I need to know, first from all of you, a simple answer to a riddle. If you can figure this out, then it will lead you to part 2 of what I need you to do.
She's gonna point to Quetzal and go, "You're up. You're really, really smart with riddles and stuff. I know you are."
You breaking the fucking fourth wall! You fucking can't do that! And then he also looks to August as well.
But I want the first answer to come from
Him. He points to you, August.
If you can answer it, then I know you are all truly worthy. However, if he can't answer it, then you can't come over here, my good friend. And I move on to the next one. You get 2 chances, my friend. He looks to August as one of his vines. Oh, the balloons came up out of nowhere. I don't know why that happened, but the balloons came up. He's celebrating. He gets happy and looks over to you, August.
Twyla's just gonna kind of look to August and be like, "Don't fuck this up. I really want that bow."
August is gonna kind of like rub his hands together like Birdman. He's like, "Shoot, I got this in the bag, homie."
As the other guy thinks he's looking cocky, he's like,
okay. Let's see if you can do this.
he kind of just reaches up at one of his head, like, not one of his head on a large kind of one of the vines, and it goes up in the air and looks down over you, August.
They say he's the smart one, but you intrigue me, warrior. So, here's a riddle. I move, but I don't have any feet. I have a bed, but I never sleep. I have a mouth, but I do not eat. I am moist, but I do not sweat. What am I?
If you can't get it, you can also make it like an inspection or an investigation or perception if you want. But you can think about it, Greg. Maybe you can get it.
Can he do a wisdom roll?
You can if you want. You can. Let's see if you've heard this before. That's a trick here in D&D. No, not a lot of people think about. You can always see if you know it.
Oh my God!
Okay,
close.
It's a 12. It's a 12. So unfortunately, you don't know this riddle. But with a 12, I will say that you look around, and as he says the riddle to you, you are getting a spark of inspiration. What moves but has no feet? What has a bed but does not sleep? What is moist but does not sweat? What has a mouth but does not eat? Your attention is directed towards the bubbling stream before you. That's all I can tell you.
August looks at the stream and then thinks for a moment, and then he looks back at dang on it. He
I'm
looks
giving
back at him.
bardic inspiration, okay?
He looks at him and goes, "Is it a river?"
Yes, my friend! Elemental Challenge 1 completed. Very well done. Good that you looked around your surroundings. It helps with figuring out that riddle. Very much so. Task number 1 complete. Now, I am proud of you, but I want something now from you, a Twyla. If you want something from me, I need something in return. Unless you want to fight. But if you are willing to give me something besides a battle, I shall accept! Do you have any gifts on your person you can give me that you found here in the forest?
So she's gonna kind of start rummaging around in her bag, and then she's just kind of like going through things. She's like looking for something. And I don't have a ton on me. So she is actually going to offer her ring of necrotic resistance.
Necrotic ant, okay.
So she's gonna hold it out and go, "This will help protect you from all that bad, like gross necrotic stuff that's been going around."
Oh. A ring of necrotic resistance. I could use that. A fair trade, perhaps, or how about this? That ring and that tiara you have on your head. Together, I think it'll be worth the same amount as my gift.
She almost like has tears in her eyes, but she's like, "But I like it. It's shiny."
If you want to give me a persuasion roll here, you can give me a persuasion roll.
Let's see. Oh yes. Nat 20.
Okay, Nat 20. He looks to you as your eyes just look like, once again, you and Pickle Juice tonight using your baby eyes. As you use your baby eyes, as he looks to you, he's like, all right, Twyla, all right. Look, I don't need the tiara. I shall take the necrotic ring. But please, he looks over to Lunia, and he points down to Boxa, the little fire that is hanging with the lantern that you have on your person. He points to Boxa and goes, please get that out of the forest. A living flame in the tall woods forest is dangerous. We don't need any fire burning any more of the wilderness or myself. So please promise me, as soon as I get your friend her gift, you will take that out of here. Do you understand?
Yes.
I was just gonna kind of salute him.
On their way. We were already on our way out. This was just our last stop.
All right, I trust you and I believe you. And very smart of you to have a living flame contained. Those things are tricky little things. Make sure he is on your side. Little Boxa looks up to you, Looney, and goes, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. I promise. I promise. And he kind of just like huddles against the corner of your little lantern. He kind of gets small.
She gets like halfway mesmerized for a second, like looking at him, and then like snaps out of it, and she's like, "Yeah, he's on our side."
August is gonna kind of point at it and be like, "Wait! Did you get that?"
Oh yeah, you weren't there.
We'll talk about it later.
I know. I want to see.
Pickle Juice, you also see it just like flickering as the little box, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. The light gets dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. So Lunia, he tries to also, it breaks your concentration probably. It's like,
Yeah.
it gets really small. All right, so Twyla, you see that as the giant elemental, he goes, "My name is Mosh. Lovely to meet you, Twyla. My friends, let her through!" He kind of moves his giant vine arms, and you watch as all the vines before you, Twyla, they all wiggle and start to like scramble back into the ground, very much like the vines that you used earlier. The vines then to start to go away. Yes, you can move them out of the way. As we move them, thank you very much. As we move them out of the way, Twyla, Mosh steps back himself and allows you over. Twyla, as he kind of then brings out before you with one of his large vine arms that stretches all the way over and grabs what you see a beautiful, beautiful, handcrafted, beautiful bow and arrow set made out of pure silver. There's a piece of the moon, like a little bit of moon rock, just implanted instead of a gem on the bow, as well as you can see like a moon, a half moon, because Artemis is obviously the god of the moon. Which, by the way, Lunia, you probably catch this from just seeing it across the way.
Yeah, I was
All
gonna
of
say
you can
her
see
bug
how
eyes
intricate
get,
it is.
like really big.
All of you getting big eyes. All the girls just get big eyes this episode. Just big eyes. Oh, as you guys see this beautiful bow. Even Quetzal, August, and Zoroff, all of the three of you boys as well, you see that this beautiful weapon. Quetzal, you've never seen anything like this. It's radiating magic. It's just radiating godly energy, basically celestial energy. And it is just the most beautiful bow any of you have ever seen. Twyla, he kind of lifts it and puts it down in your hands, and you hold Artemis's bow. And it is now going to be in your stuff. However, in the stuff, Amalia, it will say Artemis's golden bow. I don't know why that's written like that, because in lore and mythology, she actually has a silver bow. I don't know why it says golden.
It can be
that's a
12K gold.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a, yeah. But it's basic, but it is silver, because I know in lore Artemis is known for having more of a beautiful silver bow and arrow. But that will be added to your stuff.
So Twyla's just gonna kind of like be going around in like little like happy dance of a circle. She's just kind of squealing.
As you hands it down to you. Greg, go for it.
August is gonna kind of look at Twyla, and he's gonna be like, wait. Let me get this straight. I just got a staff from a universe-hopping hero legend. You just got a bow from a goddess. Are we about to become the Power Rangers?
What's a Power Ranger?
Basically, you're just like thinking about it. So you like think about it. It's like we see a flashback.
It's like the next best thing. Like you're already a ranger, and it's just like an ultra powerful ranger.
That sounds so cool. I want to be like these Power Rangers.
Everybody
get,
wants
like, a
to be like the Power Rangers.
It flashes back to like a group of red pandas, but they're all wearing the Power Ranger outfits, like go Power Pandas, and they're like just like instead they're just like so in this universe we do have the Power Rangers, but they're just like a whole bunch of like red pandas that dress up in like the same outfit.
Pickle Juice like runs up to August like, "You're gonna be like the next best fighter, like your sister. Look at you, got your little new weapon, and we're kicking butt."
August kind of looks down at the weapon after hearing that mention of his sister, and he kind of feels sentimental about it. And he's like, "Well, don't know if I could ever be like her, or as good as her. But I'm definitely gonna fight in her honor."
I think you definitely will be. You're already on your way. And can I see your weapon? I want to touch it.
August kind of points the weapon towards her.
Are you gonna try to touch it, Pickle
Yes.
Juice? Okay, unfortunately, Pickle Juice, you need to make a dexterity save here, because as she tries to touch it, she isn't attuned to this weapon. So as you try to hand it to her, Pickle Juice, you try to go touch it, that thunder wave goes right off, just immediately.
Oh,
just bashes towards you. But unfortunately, not only does that happen to Pickle Juice, Lunia and Quetzal, you also need to give me. Well, unfortunately, no. It happens all in a moment,
Oh,
so you guys
no.
cannot
What
play.
do I have to roll?
You got to do a dex save. All three of you do dexterity saves for me,
Oh.
please.
I did a check.
No.
So, Lunia, you're okay. Lunia, you're
Ooh,
okay.
nice.
Quatzal, you're okay. Pickle Juice.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is not a save. Sorry, hold on. I gotta do a save. I'll take that. I'll take that anyway. It's a dex check. No, I'll do a save. I gotta do a save.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so Pickle Juice, you did not get saved because I think you don't. I think you
I
have
got a
to.
little zapped.
So Pickle Juice, you unfortunately, August, give me a thunder wave damage.
Oh no.
Give me a thunder wave damage. I know it'll come in a second. Go to your spell, and just give me that.
No.
Oh no. Okay, so 11 hit points. So Pickle Juice, you get blasted back, unfortunately, as you try to touch it. August, you just see like, oh no! As Pickle Juice tries to touch the staff, but Pickle Juice, just exactly, just Pickle Juice. Ah! So Pickle Juice, what do you do as you fly backwards? Unfortunately, Quatzal, you watch as little Pickle Juice just goes, ah! And Pickle Juice, in the direction you're standing right now, Pickle Juice, you go straight into the bog.
Oh no.
So Pickle Juice just blasts back about 5 feet into the water. So Pickle Juice, you're now just in the hot springs bog as you just pop out of the water. It's like, so what do you want to do? As you unfortunately take 11 hit points of damage.
You'll definitely be better than your sister. That's what makes.
What?
August is kind of like.
But I'm just gonna dog paddle back.
August is kind of freaking out. Like, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that.
The elemental looks over at Pickle Juice and is like, "Little one, are you all right?"
I'm all right. It wasn't his fault.
So he kind of helps lift you out of the water with his vines. He goes like, he looks to you, Twyla. Twyla, your friends are a loud, rambunctious group. Please refrain from creating any more loud noise and damage in this sacred area. Please, I don't need any more damage in this forest.
Speaking of which,
Guys, you really need to
before
like
we-
quiet it down. Mr. Mosh doesn't like all the noise. You need to stop like electrocuting people.
August
I'm
kind of.
sorry I got zapped.
August kind of takes the weapon and just kind of like tries to hide it behind his back, but like fails epically because it's so big.
Yeah, like the staff is just completely seen behind you. Lunia, what were you saying? Sorry, Jade, what were you saying there a second ago?
I was gonna say, before we leave Mosh, do you happen to know Celestial by chance?
Celestial. Ah, the language of the gods. Unfortunately, my dear one, I don't know it myself. But there is somebody I hear that can read it. Lives in the farmlands. An interesting woman. Very strange. A horse. She seems to know a lot of things and have a lot of information. She traveled through here not too long ago. Her information and knowledge on many things I thought was amazing. However, she wanted nothing to do with the bow and arrow. Seemed to want to use magic more herself than weapons. So I let her pass on through.
Quatzal just gives a smug little.
What are you making that noise for, Quetzal?
None of your business.
I think it's very much my business now. Do you know this horse?
No. I'm simply remarking upon the fact that this horse lady, simply preferred magic over melee, as magic looks to. He looks to poor pickle juice covered in water, then over to the thunderstaff. Should be kept to professional hands.
August is gonna
Yeah,
kind of look.
Definitely.
August is gonna kind of look to the side and just start whistling.
And Mosh says, Look, all I'm saying, Moth Girl, if you want somebody that can read Celestial, my money is that this horse woman can do it. Make it to the farmlands, right outside of Blue Water City. Not too far away from the kingdom over there. That's where I hear she resides. If you can find her, I guarantee you she could teach you Celestial. what was her name? Madam Nay. Madam Nay. Nay. Madam Nay.
Okay.
That's who she was called.
I appreciate you taking the time to tell us.
I appreciate you coming and taking this burden off of me. The god Artemis told me what seems to be a millennia ago about this bow and arrow. Left here for a mighty warrior, but it was left for the son of King Mercury. Does he still rule? The Dragon King? He used to rule the whole island. Does he still exist?
Maybe one of
Oh.
his ancestors. Possibly.
Maybe they still exist somewhere, maybe. But if it... Time flies when you're just growing like I've been growing. I don't remember what year and why it was left here, but I'm glad it found its way to you, Twyla. It should be with somebody like you.
Thank you, Mr. Mosh. And then she's gonna kind of pull off her bag and like offer him like some apples from her forest. Do you want some?
Oh! Apples? The candies of the gods themselves, nature's candy! His vines kind of pull them in, and he kind of absorbs the apples, eating them slowly, and kind of, you see as Mosh kind of begins to move back and regrow and get into the foliage behind you again. He seems to kind of connect himself to the earth as he sits down and begins to eat these apples that you've given him, and he looks to the group across the way. Well, travelers, I hope I've helped you enough, but I'm going to enjoy growing again, if you don't mind. And get that flame out of this forest. I don't want it to cause any trouble, Moth Girl. But I shall see you again, maybe?
Maybe.
If you ever
Thank you.
need anything, my forest isn't far from here. Just let us know. We'll help you.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But I'm sure I'll be fine. Time has kept me growing, and I shall keep growing. But don't be afraid to visit Twyla. It was nice to meet you. And you, he looks to August. Very smart one. Knowing your surroundings, even if the snake they say is smarter, I'd put my money on you. He looks to you, Quetzal. Even though your hubris would have excited me. Goodbye. He then kind of just grows into the ground.
Bye.
He like waves a little like vine coming out of the river just waves to you. Pickle Juice just like,
We'll see you later.
you guys managed to get the bow, and you guys all group together as Zoroff goes, I think we should rest here. And he sits down, putting down Hookjaw, finally getting tired of having to carry him. Zoroff places him on the ground and goes, I think we should get some rest. What do you guys say?
I say that's a good idea. Not ideal to be venturing through the woods late at night, especially half spent.
Let's just say I'm zapped out.
I could use a good nap.
So Twyla's gonna go over to the little fire pit and start getting like a fire started for the group, so they can all kind of huddle around it and rest.
As you do that, immediately, Mosh comes back. He's like, "Be careful! Be careful with that fire! What did I just fucking say? Just be careful with
It's
that."
not the living
Be ca-
one. We're being super careful.
Oh. Okay, just
I
put
promise.
that shit. Put that shit out when you're done. Okay, I'm not
Will
gonna
do.
say it again. Okay. Whew, sorry, I got a little stressed. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I'm on stone duty. I can help build a perfect fire. I'm gonna go get a whole bunch of stones to surround it. It'll be fine.
He looks to you, being the smallest one, saying you're gonna pick up all the stones. He goes,
Hi.
he's like, I don't know. Don't put her on stone duty. Get somebody else on stone duty, please.
Do you want to be on stone?
However, do I want? No, fine. He like helps, like just puts out like rocks out of the earth. He's just like, he's like just like helping you guys out. Zoroff is like, Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to have to be on stone duty. Just sits down and rests instead. But Lunia, this actually leads me perfectly to almost the end of our episode today, guys. But Lunia, there's one more thing I need from you, Jade. As you see the group getting ready and stuff here, and you all had different kind of memories from your past. However, Lunia, as you kind of had the book from before, and you look up, and then you look at the book, you kind of are realizing also something that is standing out to you. I want you to give me one more wisdom roll, Jade, if you don't mind.
Check?
One more wisdom roll. A wisdom check. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So if, as you're looking at something in the sky, you notice a constellation that is odd to you. It seems like kind of round and oval shaped. And as you look at the book, not only does the Big Dipper symbol appear a lot, but this weird oval shape is all over the book. It is on almost every other page, but specifically the page connected to the moon and the moths that you were on. You see that this constellation seems to appear all over it. So whatever you need to know, this word of this oval seems to be important. You don't know what that word means?
Quetzal, you don't happen to have a telescope or something like that?
On your microphone, Billy.
There you go. Hold on. Toy. No, I don't think he then looks to the bag of holding that belonged to Hookjaw. Give me 1 second. One moment. He opens up. Round 2! And he's just going to try and rifle through the bag to see if he can find anything left in Hookjaw's bag of holding.
If you want to, give me one investigation roll, please. And Pickle Juice, let's see if you have anything in your inventory as you hear this. Because I don't know if Pickle Juice has something either. She might have something.
Oh, come on. That's another nat 1 on this investigation.
I know. So your bag of holding ain't working for you. So unfortunately, Pickle Juice, you don't have anything either hearing this. And Quetzal, as you reach into the bag of holding,
Can I take
nothing,
a look real
unfortunately. Okay, if you want to reach in there, give me an investigation, Lunia. You're reaching in the bag of holding, seeing if you can find anything. Because Quetzal, as you reach in there, you're like, I can't find anything. But Lunia just kind of pushes her way up and looks in the. Oh, she's okay.
Do we have anything to make a telescope with, like some magnifying glasses or anything?
I don't think so. I mean, you can try to do like a Bug's Life. I mean, yeah, maybe your pickle jar. You could look up through it. But unfortunately, no.
Or maybe our new friend might have one, or could make one.
Luna, you said what was that text you were looking for that was in the Celestial?
I saw that one up there. It looks like the one in here. So
I guess it's gonna kind of like march up, all confident like, and be like, "Don't worry, smart one's got this." And then he looks up at the stars and he sees the pattern, and he's like, "Yep, that is most definitely a star."
Quetzal's just looking at August, and Quetzal looking at August pulls a Sokka.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
That Pickle Juice, you just like stand by August, both of you just both looking up, like impressed with the stars.
Lunia's gonna kind of, as August is doing that, she's gonna kind of like point the book in the direction of Quetzal so he can see it for himself.
Quetzal will actually look at the book. I actually forgot, Jay. I have comprehend languages.
Oh, okay. So you have comprehend languages. However, I will say you can comprehend them, but since nobody is really speaking this to you, you can't really read it too well. I'm just going to say that for my own story's sake. But because you have comprehend languages, I will say that you, by looking at it, you can start to already make out, like immediately start to learn kind of what these symbols are. At least at a base level.
Like a vague.
I'm not going to say for story's sake, you can't just read it.
Lunia.
Yeah, you can't like
So
understand.
he'll look to Lunia. he'll look to Lunia. Let me hold on to this and see if I can decipher anything from these symbols. I have a base understanding of these, so give me a bit of time. Perhaps I can decipher the whole text. I have a spell that'll allow me to read old languages, so maybe I can give that a try.
As long as you promise not to ruin this book, because this.
He just looks at
this
he
very
looks at
well
Lunia
may
with the
be
most.
only book in existence like this.
He looks at Lunia with the. Are you kidding me?
Well, it's not
He
like
has
I
like
think
a whole
You're
you're gonna
asking.
library at
ruin it.
home.
Okay, I'm not saying
You're
that you're
asking
gonna
a
ruin it.
wizard.
Just protect it.
You're asking a wizard to take care of a book.
Yes.
Let that sink
Zorov
in.
looks to you. Yeah, Zorov looks to you, Lunia, and goes, I think he'll protect it. he's like, I think he'll do it.
Even I can vouch he's never literally lost a book ever. And I've tried to take them just to like have them for my own, and he'll still be like, "Pickle, just give it to me."
Okay.
He'll just slither away to his own corner of the camp and he's just grumbling, yes, she has.
as you look at the symbol, I can say this, Quatzal, since you do have comprehend languages, I'm not gonna, just for story's sake, I'm not gonna say that you can obviously see and understand everything in the book right now. Just because I did establish earlier that this language is very rare and you can comprehend them though. So you are starting to analyze it, and I will say there's a couple little words that you're starting to pick up are symbols, at least from what you can gather. The symbol that she's pointing to of this round oval, it seems to, in your mind, be egg. You are getting that symbol is of that constellation, and that constellation that you are aware of, Quetzal, is indeed of the story of an ancient egg.
Okay. I'll mention this as well, Jay. I'll mention this as well. The staff of charming he has comprehend languages, but he has the comprehend languages as a ritual. So for story's sake and such, he can just try this ritual again and again. The more he knows, because he's not getting it right off the top. So he's just, as he tries this ritual of comprehend languages again and again, slowly deciphering these symbols. So that way it works with you.
Awesome. So as you're slowly, yeah, I love it. So as you're kind of deciphering this and you're using your staff to once again trying to comprehend this, trying to read this, your brain is once again focusing and it's immediately coming to you. What you're gathering is once again is that this book right now, it might be better, yes, to still find Madame Nay, who can literally read every bit of this probably. But what you're gathering is that this book is warning you about whatever this shape and symbol is. This egg. It is on a page as what you're gathering, and this is all I'm going to give you tonight, is it is a warning. So, as you manage to do this, and the team now will take their rest, you guys can all take another short rest. And of course, by doing another short rest, you guys can all gain another 10 hit points. No, this is a short rest because, as you guys are in the midst of taking your rest, from deep in the forest, back towards the way of the mushroom village that you guys came from, which you need to head back towards anyway to head back towards the kingdom, you hear one more loud noise. Twyla, you know this noise. You guys hear a large and loud, seemingly growl and roar coming from deep in the forest back towards the mushroom village. You hear a just immediately just come from the deep wilderness. Twyla, you've indeed heard this sound before. And this will lead us to next week's episode, where we will have our guest player. And this, of course...
Could I say something?
Yes?
Could Quetzal react upon hearing this? Startling, of course, he drops his staff, startling at this noise, and in the most Astarian voice, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
as the fucking sound comes through the trees, you just hear a large, seemingly a distressed roar, or growl, or grumble, or some noise coming from the darkness. All your team turns that way as you hear it coming from back towards the mushroom village, and that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. Next week, everybody, we will have a special guest player who will be connected to that noise. So, until next time, when we will play some D&D! And we will be back next week, everybody, for episode 10, the finale episode for this arc.